All right, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bashem Yahushua, Bashem Kakwadash. I want to give double honor to the apostles of GMS that rule well. And peace, blessings, salutations, peace and blessings and salutations to the hopeful elect that's waiting for the return of our Lord. This is just a brief little information on monogamy and where it started, where it came about. We ultimately know that monogamy was used as a tool for control. You know, the Greek Empire came in to power. They had a lot of philosophies, and they had this whole pretty much liberated, secretly, liberated society. But in all, you give reverence to the people in charge, aka Esau. Then 1900s being very detrimental and being very, that was pretty much like the gateway into the New World Order, the setting things up. 1960s, 1950s, the bringing in of the romantic diadem, if I'm saying it right. All this novelty, Disneyland, fairy tale, princess, women are angels, you serve, worship women, Motown era. So, again, remember us being so-called blacks, Latino, Hispanic, Native Americans, us being a great nation, and the Lord telling our people to, telling the men to procreate with women, have wives and children, and have them in order. But see, that's going back into Exodus, the first chapter. That plot had to be, rearranged and changed, because we understand that we are a fruitful people, and like ancient Egypt said, that's why what you gonna call it? They were if we allowed them to multiply, they will pretty much overtake us. And then even when you look up in Egypt, you had contraceptives, you had condoms, you had instruments to kill children. So pretty much that whole Planned Parenthood thing was even in Egypt. And again, the Greek Empire, the Roman Empire, gathered all, got pretty much gathered all these philosophies and these ways of the ancients. Esau's a thief; he has no heritage. Pretty much, he wants to hide the fact that he is an Edomite. So what he has done is he tried to adapt and adopt the other ways of the ancient empires that was here before, which the Lord eventually destroyed and threw down. And he used it, and he stole that so-called wisdom of those people and tried to make it seem like his ways and those are his speeches, and he makes them fair. He makes them he makes them shits hot. Like the scripture says, his words are smoother than butter, smoother than oil. So again, monogamy, one man, one woman. A man can only have one woman. Yeah. But, a woman can only have one child a year, and a man can have many. So who's really a threat? The men, we build a society. We fight. We go to war. We protect. We serve. We build up society. We teach our children. We tend to our women. Like I always say, when a man is on his shit, his woman's going to eat too. But this whole thing of now the woman has to, y'all understand. I'm going to the article. So the couple, the writer and psychoanalyst Adam Phillips writes in his book Monogamy is a conspiracy in search of a crime. Sex is often the closest they can get. Like all great conspiracies, sexual monogamy has long asked to be accepted as inevitable. Yeah, this is a new thing, going back to the Greek Empire. As long as its contradiction suppressed in favor of its role as the normative destiny of human relations, yet as such as enduring and widely accepted concept, it is far less prevalent in nature than perceived. From the approximately 4,000 mammal species on Earth, less than 5% practice any form of monogamy. Even among humans, as Professor Roger Rubin's research shows, only 43 of 238 societies across the world are monogamous. So where does the near universal value we place on close coupling come from? Here's a brief overview. So it says monogamy as policy. Socially imposed monogamy was first established in ancient Greece and Rome. Even if sexual infidelity was Salaki, even if infidelity with concubines and slaves was largely tolerated. One of the plausible reasons, as explained by R.D. Alexander in the Biology of Moral Systems, was that monogamous groups were advantaged militarily over polygamous groups. Imposing monogamy meant that fewer men would leave a group to search for wives elsewhere and would be available to fight in battles and pay taxes. So again, monogamy was always used as a tool. It wasn't, meant to be a proper or righteous, anatomy to be upon the people. It's all about control. As Christianity emerged in the Roman Empire in the first centuries AD, it embraced monogamy and took it further, insisting that two people must reserve their bodies and desires for each other, marriage becoming an everlasting threesome with the Most High. It was Christianity that spread monogamy throughout the Western world. See that? Even as it struggled to fully justify its monolithic order on romance. No biblical passages explicitly prohibit multiple partners or wives. And I have those passages. I have a couple passages up because it never did. Men in the scriptures, man, shit, man. When you leave this country, you go further to the east, man. Polygamy is practiced. Go to your if you have some Jakes that's from West Africa, shit, they'll tell you. They'll tell you, polygamy is really better for the woman. Cause these women, you really have a true friend. Y'all are all, joining yourselves together, for the order of that man and to please that man. In return, that man will provide and protect, and he will go out there and labor, and bring back and give to his woman. The man shine, his woman shine. But Esau broke that that connection down to the complete T. So now, man looking, for a man having more than one woman, man, that is a crime according to these women. That's one of the reasons why these women act the way they do, because they really deep down know we can, but that's just something that they try to hold on to for leverage. And but at the same aspect that they always talk about love, right? But moles can get together, alphabet community, but when a man wants to have more than one woman, 1,000 words. Nothing is said about moles, but if a man having more than one woman, 1,000 words are brought forth, accusations. So the love-based marriage. Let me see. So yeah. So the ideal of faithful couple was absorbed into the ideology of romanticism, going into Disney. Oh shit! Let me take that back. Your good old Motown era. Let me see something real quick. Motown era. Let me see Motown era. Good old Motown era. Let's look at. Hold on. This is just some brief. There you go. So, like I said, I'm just gonna bring this out. For so it's the ABC. You had the Jackson 5. You know, and I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you. These groups had some fire. I mean, them beats, shit. A lot of even rappers and music today. We try to reuse these beats, or they redo these songs. Motown, and the sad thing about it, Motown robbed all these niggas for the material. None of these people, none of these jakes that did these songs, they don't own none of that, man. So when the jakes get sued for using their beats, they're being sued. The Motown is suing them. The people that those Edomites that control these songs, and they'll even recite them today in an ad or a commercial. But the point is, these shits was bangers, man. Back in those days, those eras, ain't no mountain, ain't no mountain high enough. Marvin Gaye and Tammy Terrell, they had many songs, and Diana Ross, ain't that peculiar? The Temptations, the Four Tops, Temptation. They had that song. Damn, I forgot the name of it. But bros know. There you go, Four Top, baby. I need your loving. There you go, baby. Love the Supremes. The Supremes back in my arms again. Bernadette, um, Martha and the Vandellas dancing in the street. Do you love me? The Contours. Stevie Wonder, Fingertips. Marvin Gaye, how sweet it is to be loved by you. Four times, I can't help myself. Gladys Knight, I heard it through the grapevine. Jackson 5, Want You Back. Then Temptation, I Wish It Would Rain. Jackson 5, I'll Be There. I remember all these songs. Marvin Gaye, Kim Weston, It Takes Two. Oh yeah, the Temptation. That's it. That's my imagination. Cooning, simping. This is the original simping right here. Um, Temptation, my girl. Mary Wells, my guy. Money, that's what I want. Miracle, ooh baby, baby, ooh baby, baby ass niggas. The Temptation, Papa was a Rolling Stone. Um, there you go. You get the point. This was that indoctrination of love and romanticism. Yeah, many songs, too many groups, man. So going back, so bam, the love-based marriage, the ideal of oh man, then they hit it on the head with the new what is it? Damn, boys the men. Was it a new Jack Swing era? The ideal of the faithful couple was absorbed into the ideology of romanticism. And in the 18th century, the budding bourgeois introduced the idea of the love-based marriage, like the bitch or Earth the Kid, love. I remember my man's Kevin Samuel brought up that clip it, that snip, man. This old bullshit romantic, fairy tale, Disney World myth of love. You just oh yeah, what's that shit called? Valentine's Day. Cupid comes shoot you with a heart and you just float. You just float to the heavens. So it says even in the secular world, sexual monogamy became aligned with romantic commitment and civic, even political virtue. Yet, writes Alain de Botton in The Course of Love, if monogamy was based on love, why would we want to deny our partner the reality of other bodies? A century high point as worthy of reverence as the titles of the Alhambra or Bach's Mass in B minor. The problem, he suggests, is that for many people, love became a quest to find love rather than to give it. But he doesn't see a solution for the trade off between security and freedom, which is how Freud defined civilization in 1929. So again, a lot, the 1900s was very, Esau did a lot in the 1900s, man. And then 1950s, 60s, and 70s came. That shit is crazy, man. That shit is crazy. Esau has a lot to pay for. So modernity and atomization. The Industrial Revolution solidified the security of coupledom and as a having against the atomizing effect of the modern workplace, the modern city, the weakening of religion and community bonds. So again, it's all a smokescreen. In effect, the weight monogamy put on a couple increased. As psychotherapist Esther Perel writes in her book Maintaining Captivity, today we have to give one person what an entire village used to provide: financial and emotional support, companionship, entertainment, friendship, familiar, familiarity, mystery, love, sex, the works. See that? Yeah. But according again, just go back and listen to those good old sweet Motown baby, baby. I need you. Can't live without you, my baby. I'm gonna be your friend. I'm gonna be your all. I'm gonna be your number one. I'll be the one there that you can call. That's what they say. Fucking Barry White, baby, baby. I can't. What they say? I want to give you my mind, my body, my soul. So, that's what they conjured up. That's what they told the masses, and they ran with it. But monogamy ultimately is all about sexual, no, population control, Salaki, and control of you Israelites, man, so-called Negro, Latino, Hispanics, Native Americans, man. So you was always a polygamous nation. Men always had more than one woman, and so let me see, what was it? Salaki? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, so I'm gonna read that again. So today we have to give one person what an entire village used to provide: financial and emotional support, companionship, entertainment, friendship, familiarity, mystery, love, sex, the works, which turns coupledom into a safety raft, which is the notion that ah, you know, and that's another thing too. This is why Esau jacked up every fucking thing. So pretty much men can lose the control that he had. So now, of course, a man can't take care of a woman because provide because they jack everything up. But in actuality, if a man, had his shit together and he had a couple of women, that was all in line and all in one, had one mind, hey, certain these mortgages could be paid for, man. Y'all could all come together. You know, Man could come up with a plan, and the household will follow. So it says, a lot of the reason why a lot of bullshit, door dashing and fast food clubs, bars, lounges, and all that bullshit. The reason why a lot of this stuff is even fucking exists is because the family structure is broken. So a bitch can now woman can just go to these stupid ass bars, lounges, clubs, whatever outlets, and really it's just the society's for these women, man. Cause you gotta think to yourself, man. You gotta think to yourself, why a lot of the shit you see out here is just stupid. Like why is this shit even? How can like jobs and how can like events like this even be fucking fluctuous and open? Because a woman they have the liberty to get abroad. These are evil women, like the scripture says in I think it's 25 in the GNLT. So bad women shall not be have liberty to get abroad. So it says to insist on monogamy as a necessary defense, writes cultural critic Mark Grief, is to ignore the emotional capacity we've gained post-1960s in the form of a wide range of unusually warm, non-exclusive, and simultaneous friendships, often verging on erotism. E- erotism. Let me look up that word erotism. You saw these words, man. So it says, yeah, sexual desire or excitement. And see, this is where all these women shouting out there. Yeah, yeah. The arousal of feelings of sexual desire. And again, women are, if you don't, these women don't even know how to be women, and, they don't really understand the purpose here on this earth. And they think men should just worship them and make them feel happier every goddamn second. I mean, how the fuck can you please that, man? You know, how the hell can you, again, woman doesn't even have no morals or no standard to even live off of. So she doesn't even know how to guide her own damn emotions. And she has no male figure, no real role model. And pretty much we had war, so these women, are in this fight. What is it? Fight? What is it? Flight? Uh, that flight, basically in flight mode, man. But that's it. This is a couple scriptures. So it says, Exodus 21:10. If he take him another wife, her food, her raiment, and her duty of marriage, shall he not diminish? This is gonna go be quick with these. Just showing you in our scriptures. In the KJV, men had more than one wife. Now again, in this captivity that we are in now, you know, I'm not gonna sit and tell you, don't have multiple women, because really, especially if you live in America, I mean, it's a way you have to move out here. And another thing too, how the way these women act. Man, it's good to have more than one woman, because you have to make it seem like, well, you had to, man. These bitches got to know, man, she can be replaced. So Second Chronicles chapter 24:1. Joash was 7 years old when he began to reign, and he reigned 40 years in Jerusalem. His mother's name also was Zabiah or Beersheba. And another thing too, man, we come from a fucked up society where men have been attacked at all angles. So your mental psyche is fucked up. So, before you can, you're out here messing with women or try to mess with one goddamn woman and, talking about piling up women, you need to get your mindset right first, man. You really need to, get, understand and kind of have some experience. Because these women ain't normal. These women will drive you fucking crazy out here. These women are not in their, man, these women are bugged out in the throat. It said, and Joash did that which was right in the sight of the Lord all the days of Jehoiada the priest. Look at that. So Joash did what was right. And look at this. And Jehoiada took for him 2 wives. And he begot sons and daughters. Even our forefather Jacob, man, he had multiple wives, man. You know. Okay, and okay, this is eventually what's going to happen. I'll say that for last. Second Chronicles 13:21. But Abijah waxed mighty and married 14 wives and begot 22 sons and 16 daughters. See that? All these people talking now. Ugh. Oh, them kids. I don't want no kid. I don't. Man, shut the fuck up, man. Your purpose is to create children and have your children in order, and train up the children in the law, statute, commandments, knowing who he is. Y'all all working together. But, in this society, careers matter, huh? It's sad, man, because, I actually sat with some people not too long ago, and they, the talk came up. I don't want no kid. I got a good position, my career. I couldn't, and I got it because I didn't have no kids. I'm like, yo, fucking bitches. Then you got dudes, yeah, oh man, yeah, man, don't have no kids, man. Which, I'm not gonna say a lot to you. I mean, it's fucked up because in this society that we're in, like the New World Order, they did say they wanted to destroy the family unit so they can take your kids, and that's the whole part of this communist. Esau's the communist, man. He has a guy like manna. He wants you to worship him. You know, Esau's the true communist, man. And that goes back to that so-called white supremacy, you know, known as Edomite supremacy. Judges 8:30, and Gideon had 70 sons of his body begotten, for he had many wives. Second Chronicles 11:21. And Rehoboam loved Maachah, the daughter of Absalom, above all his wives and his concubines. And Rehoboam, you know, the Lord dealt with Rehoboam. And that's when the kingdom was split, Rehoboam and Jeroboam. For he took 18 wives and 70 concubines, and begot 28 sons and 70 daughters. So again, polygamy was common amongst our people. There's nothing wrong as a man to have more than one woman. You know, don't let these women shun you or, you know, try to belittle you, because at the end of the day, they don't say nothing about this alphabet community. You know, it's being man, what they're doing today, man, is just outright. You know, we at the end. We at the end. But again, as a man, don't let these women fucking detail your thoughts, man. They need you. You don't need them. With that, say shalom.